Hello, Son of God, and my brother. This is your awakening, and the idea for today is God did not create a meaningless world. It's the idea for today is, of course, the reason why a meaningless world is impossible. What God did not create does not exist, and this space-time illusion is not the will of God. And everything that does exist exists as He created. As He created it. The world you see has nothing to do with reality. The world you see has nothing to do with reality. It is of your own making and it does not exist. The exercises for today are to be practiced with eyes closed throughout. Okay, be courageous. Don't be afraid of the illusions. Don't be afraid. Be courageous. You have to go through that. You have to dispel those meaningless shadows of the ego. Those illusions of nothing, those purposeless, causeless, without effects illusions of nothingness that perpetuate this veil. Because the minds of the sleeping sons of God have some errors there and they are hostless to the ego. So be courageous. The mind searching for today should be short. I mean, at most, do not have more than 3 practice periods with today's idea unless you find them comfortable. For if you do, it will be because you really understand what they are for. The idea for today, God did not create a meaningless world, is another step in learning to let go the thoughts that you have written on the world and see the word of God in their place. The idea for today is another step in learning to let go the thoughts that you have written on the world and see the word of God in their place. The early steps in this exchange, which can truly be called salvation, can be quite difficult and even painful. Some of them will lead you directly to fear. You will not be left there. You will go far beyond it. Our direction is towards perfect peace and perfect safety. Reality is safe. Don't be afraid of the now. You're afraid of the known here, of the illusion. You're not afraid of the unknown. Everything is reversed here. So don't be afraid to look in your defiled altars. Don't be afraid to look within. You'll go far beyond it. Peace will be the reward. Perfect safety. Reality is safe. There is no pain. God goes with me wherever I go. There's nothing to fear. You can even afford to laugh at fearful thoughts. But there's got to be some preparation first until you realize illusions for what they are. So, with eyes closed, think of all the horrors in the world that cross your mind. Name each one as it occurs to you, and then deny its reality. With eyes closed, think of all the horrors in the world that cross your mind. Name each one specifically of them as it occurs to you, and then deny its reality. God did not create it. This world is not the will of God, and so it is not real. For example, God did not create that horror, and so it is not real. God did not create that airplane crash, and so it is not real. God did not create that disaster, specify this earthquake, this, that, and so it is not real. Suitable subjects for the application of today's idea also include everything you're afraid might happen to you or to anyone to whom you're concerned. In its case, name the disaster, the illusion of disaster, quite specifically. Do not use general terms. For example, do not say God did not create illness, but say God did not create cancer. And if everything arises within you, deny the illusion. Deny God did not create it. Deny it. Or heart attacks or whatever may arouse fear in you. Deny those causeless, purposeless illusions of nothingness. See them for what they are, with the light. This is your personal repertory of horrors at which you are looking. Okay. These things are part of the world you see. Some of them are shade illusions, and others are parts of your personal hell. It does not matter. What God did not create can only be in your own mind, apart from His, while you're sleeping down here. It's not real. Don't be afraid of it. Deny the cause, purpose, illusion of nothingness. Deny death. It's the same illusion as everything else. Deny pain. It's the same illusion as everything else. Causeless, purposeless, without effects. A shadow, a veil, a nothingness upon eternity. It does not matter. Therefore, it has no meaning. This world has no meaning. This world is meaningless. Don't try to find meaning here. You have to stop investing and start investing within the presence in your mind. Because salvation is a thought you think with God, and it's right there in your mind. But you are that presence, that awareness, the noticer. You're nothing else in there. So, when you recognize this fact, conclude your practice periods with today's idea. Okay, God did not create a meaningless world. Say it again and again. The idea for today can, of course, be applied to anything that disturbs you during the day, aside from the practice periods. Be very specific in applying it and say, God did not create a meaningless world. He did not create. Specify the situation which is disturbing you, and so it is not real. Remember, everything is being made or being created by your thoughts. You are the dreamer of the dream. So if you deny the illusions will have no power over you. It's just illusions. You give them power. So if you accept the power that is within you, that is the power of the Prime Creator, it is you who have the power to dominate all things by merely remembering what you are. Peace.